Hi, friends. So today I am singing a song called Glorious, which was made famous by David Archuleta for the movie Meet the Mormons. And ever since I heard this song about 6 years ago, it quickly became a real favorite of mine. The funny thing is, no offense, David Archuleta, when I saw the music video, and I've seen it a lot of times, I never quite understood what he was saying. There were a lot of words that I sort of filled in what I thought he was singing. And it wasn't until last week that I got the sheet music and realized that there were some words that I was singing differently that changed the meaning. What's written in the chorus is, it says, "Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies in each of us, period. It's glorious, period." Like, it's glorious that we each have these melodies inside of us that make us who we are, that make us part of like this global symphony, right? Which, yes, that's a wonderful meaning. The way I've always sung, the way I always have sung it, is everyone plays a piece and their own melodies, period. And each one of us is glorious, period. So the way that I've sung it, I've always thought that it was more like trying to say that we each have our part that is our own. We play our own melodies. And then because we play our own melodies and we're unique and special, that then each one of us is glorious. Each one of us is glorious and unique and divine and vastly needed and important in this global symphony. So no offense, David Archuleta, or the people who wrote the song, I think I'm still going to sing it my way. Please don't mind me singing slightly different words. Now, the reason why I love this song is because of how it talks about how each and every one of us is glorious. Each and every one of us is so important and so needed. Yesterday was Juneteenth, and this week with Juneteenth, I have been doing a lot of thinking about loving my neighbor. And my mind has been a lot on the second great commandment that Jesus gave when he was asked by the Pharisee, what is the greatest commandment? And Jesus said the first is to love God and the second is to love your neighbor. And President Nelson, the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, has also in the past 2-3 years really been emphasizing our need to live better, the second great commandment. Now I'm going to tell kind of a story from when I was in 8th grade. When I was in 8th grade, there were a lot of girls who, were queen bees, and I was most definitely a wannabe. And there's this one girl who I just, she was such a queen bee, and I was such a wannabe, and I thought there was no way that she would ever be my friend. I just assumed in my mind that she was stuck up and snobby and mean. The movie Mean Girls had not even been thought of, but I thought that she was a mean girl. I just assumed that she had to be because she was so beautiful and so popular. Well, it comes to turn out that I was the one who was actually being mean and stuck up and judgmental. Because she and I, our last names are right next to each other. So teachers assigned us seats in alphabetical order by last name. So she and I winded up next to each other in our computers class. And that semester, hiding behind our computers, talking to her when we weren't supposed to be. And I learned that, wow, this girl is actually really nice. And she became a friend, clearly not by anything on mine, just because she was nice. and she was kind and she was not judgmental, despite all the things that I thought based on how she looked. And and over the years, I know that I have made a lot of snap judgments about people. It's always like, oh, well, you're so gorgeous, you must be stuck up, right? Or you look like that, so you must be like that. And it's not fair of me, and it's wrong. And I have a feeling that I'm not the only one who does that. I have a feeling that we all have somebody that we're not loving the way that we should. Now, that could be someone or a group of someone's based on their race, their ethnicity, their gender, their sexual orientation, their religion, their socioeconomic status, their waist size, the type of shoes they buy. I mean, somehow there seems to always be some kind of reason that we find to judge others, to assume who they are. And the minute we start judging someone, as Mother Teresa said, we can't love them. We don't have time to love someone if we're busy judging them. And when I think about this song, I think about that Jesus Christ came to earth, and he lived, and he died, and he was resurrected for each and every one of us. And whoever the person is that you are judging, Jesus died for that person just as surely as he died for you and me. Because Jesus loves that person just as surely as he loves you and me. And I guess my message is kind of twofold. Number one, if there is someone who you're not loving the way that Jesus wants us to love them, now's the time. Let's love each other a little bit better. Let's remember that we are each glorious. We are each children of God who loves us. And number two, if you are someone who is feeling unloved, underappreciated, overworked and underpaid, devalued, unloved for any reason, I hope that you will know that you are glorious. You are a child of God, and Jesus Christ came to earth and died for you too. And that is pretty glorious. I hope that we can all live better the second great commandment and love each other. Love each other and see each other as children of God, and see that we are all, each one of us, is glorious. There are times when you might feel aimless and can't see the places where you belong, but you will find that there is a purpose. It's been there within you all along, and when you're near it, you can almost hear it. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece and their own melodies, and each one of us, is glorious. And you will know how to let it ring out as you discover who you are. Others around you will start to wake up symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece and their own melodies, and each one of us, oh, is glorious. And as you feel the notes build, you will see. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece and their own melodies, and each one of us, oh, is glorious. I hope that you know that you are glorious, and I hope you feel God's love for you today and every day. Bye.